Welcome back to Zoomed In Rocks. Today we'll be looking at the lime minerals and the weird white stuff within this rock. Right off the bat, you can already see the black lines, which is that lined mineral. The mineral is also reflective, so this is probably hornblende or amphibio, something like that. The white spot appears to have a whole bunch of teeny tiny holes making it up, which is very strange. Moving on, we got some more lime minerals, some other random white spots, and then here's an interesting spot. Here's a cluster of lime minerals for those who are kind of like struggling to even see them. You can see how reflective they are. Here's another white spot with all those teeny tiny little holes making up the white, which is very strange. At first I figured this was just quartz, and it still might be, but it's forming very weirdly on this rock. And it appears that it's like that for every white spot, which is just so strange. Here is a whole bunch of lime minerals. Here's some of the lime mineral being reflective. Here's another white spot with all those teeny tiny holes. Here's what the outside of the rock looks like. To be honest, it kind of looks like maybe just a more rough version of what the interior is, maybe. I'm not really sure. One last note, the outer rim here kind of seems to be maybe a little bit rusty, which is interesting. It's time for rock number 2. I actually found this one underneath a cow skull, which was genuinely a very nice surprise. Thank you, cow skull. But anyways, this one appears to have a lot of micas and other weird things going on. Right off the bat, you can see some mica crystals and then this weird crystal in the middle. I don't know what that is, maybe a quartz or something. Let's go ahead and move on. From what I'm noticing, this rock appears to have a very rough texture, maybe eroded as well, and then there's a lot of mica crystals that are kind of different size, they all face different directions, it's just kind of weird. To me, I would not classify this as an igneous intrusive, though it still could be. Of course, there's more mica, quartz, and whatever this red stuff is, and then now there's some green mineral. Considering how there's now green minerals and this reddish brown, it might be peridot. I could be very, very wrong on this. I don't know very much about this mineral, but it kind of could be. Definitely appears to be a mineral, not plant matter here. There's also big chunks of quartz, and then over here you can actually see some hexagonal quartz, which is really cool. I was definitely not expecting that. There's also some mica mixed in with it as well. And then here's some more what seems like used to be hexagonal crystals, but maybe they're a little bit eroded. Pretty cool though. Here's one of the biggest mica crystals on this rock. Pretty cool. And some more mica. And here's the big spot being reflective. On the back, I kind of found this giant mica crystal as well. Not as big as the other one by any means, but still pretty cool. And here seems to be some weird mica that almost looks green. And more green. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later.